Another great new piece from Iron Edge is the combination of both the GHD and the reverse hyper. Both of these pieces are paramount to our facility setup, and we do use them a lot with our athletes. The problem is they have a large footprint. When they're separate, if we get 2, maybe 3 GHDs and maybe 2 reverse hypers, there's 5 pieces that take up a decent amount of floor space. So the ability to combine them is very powerful. We reduce that floor space, we can have more space for athletic movements or more equipment if we need, but they suit each other really nicely with our programming flow as well. So what we can look at is firstly the GHD setup, and we can see Nate's set up here with a basic harrop. So nice padded support for a harrop, big space, good padding, good hip position and good ankle position is a really nice option within a GHD setup. Another one, if we move away from the hip dominant option, is a simple knee dominant, which can be our eccentric Nordic falls here. So you can see you can really load up, quads get taken by the pads very nicely, resets, goes again. Very smooth, keeping long, again, nice easy pads to reset. The third category that we can look at is our back extension. So we've done our hip dominant hamstring option, we've done a knee dominant hamstring option, and now we can look at how we can get some hip hinge work done as well. So it also doubles as a nice back extension option. So you can see here Nath will come from a dead hang and he'll just squeeze up and through into a real easy back extension position. Again, these rounded pads make it nice and simple to add this into your program. So the secondary option that we can use with this combination is our reverse hyper. As I said before, typically these are 2 separate machines and take up a lot of floor space. So to have them combined allows us to save on space and still be very efficient in our programming. So you can see Nath is now hooked up to the underbelly of our GHD/reverse hyper. There are these handles that double for him to reach out, so we don't need to grab onto pads or anything like that. As we spoke about before, there's a nice rounding on this pad to make sure his hips are in a good position, and we can see he's going to let that swing under and come right up into a strong reverse hyper position. As he comes through, pulling hard on the handles and driving up, getting that full range every time. Another great variation we can use, especially with this little pin that we can put our foot on, is a single leg reverse hyper option. So you can see Nate's set up with a slightly higher torso angle, but his foot's actually positioned on that ledge, pushing quite hard into it. He can now leverage and use that right leg as the swing leg only. So he can start to target a unilateral option as well. Clearly he's gone a little bit lighter, but we can make sure we can still load up in a strong, stable position.